This video presentation is brought to you by the San Andreas Tourism Board and the San Andreas Department of Commerce. On the west coast of these United States lies the country's most diverse tourism destination. Alongside its three major cities, Los Santos, San Fierro, and Las Venturas, this state is home to a beautiful countryside, which has fostered a quiet, family-oriented community. And of course, the state's sprawling desert, a location with incredible sights, and home to our more eccentric side. Journey with us now as we discover San Andreas. Situated on the coast of San Andreas, on the land that America won from Mexico in a late-night game of poker, Los Santos stands as a monolith that cemented itself in the hearts and minds of many as a beacon of entertainment, daring sports, culture, and beauty. As soon as you step off the plane at Los Santos International Airport and breathe the thick brown air of the city, the spirit of Los Santos will fill your lungs and be your guide through this city of saints. Where will it take you first?
Beach.
I could probably hit the beach, I guess. Thanks to our statewide ban on children and pets, you can experience the luscious Santa Maria Beach and her conjoined twin Verona Beach without the worry of little Bobby trying to take a peek. The sights and smells of Verona Beach are something to behold, especially if you like to watch people work out. Voted cleanest beach in San Andreas 1992, Verona Beach is here as the perfect place to relax, dump bodies, grab a hot dog, or whatever your heart desires. The famous Santa Maria Pier, known as Yacht Harbor, is open 24/7. In addition to many restaurants, bars, and cafes on the pier, the iconic Ferris wheel is also open for business. Whatever your reason for stopping by, the world-famous scenery, a romantic stroll with a partner, or if you need a scenic end to a street race, Yacht Harbor is here. The beating heart of not only Los Santos, but the film and entertainment industry as a whole, is none other than Vinewood. Home to industry giants such as Vinewood Movie Studios and Interglobal Television, Vinewood has been an integral part of the history of Los Santos. And with the Vinewood Studios tour, you can experience a day in the life of a beloved celebrity. Nearby is Los Santos' glamorous entertainment district, situated on Vinewood Boulevard. The perfect place to watch a Vinewood blockbuster is right down the street from where it was made. Famous for its red carpet premieres and the kidnapping of Alan Crawford, the Cafe Theater boasts a uniquely Chinese style. Construction of the theater began in 1926, and it took one full year to open its doors to the public for the first time. In 1968, it was officially declared an historic and cultural landmark, and today it stands as the most popular location of Vinewood Boulevard. Along the street, you can tour the unmistakable Vinewood Walk of Fame and visit the stars of beloved celebrities such as Jock Cranley, Mad Dog, Love Fist, and many more. If the stars aren't enough, you can take a tour of the homes owned by the very celebrities you idolize and invade their privacy in new and unique ways. Brought to you by Star Tours. The Motion Picture Hall of Fame is the perfect way to get up close and personal with priceless memorabilia from cinematic history. Try out the whip from Bullwhip Fury in Dutch London's Fury Zone. And from the Vinewood classic The Many Wives of Alfredo Smith is one of the 4 stock cars used in the movie. And of course, you don't want to miss your chance to visit Cranley's Jock.
I'd sure love to strap Jock.
Located on the edge of Vinewood Boulevard, Blastin' Fools Records is the #1 gangster rap label in the world, and has groomed the talents of artists such as Mad Dog, Rochelle, and the rest. Perched high in the hills of Mulholland, and visible from any smog-free vantage point, the Vinewood sign stands tall. Originally installed as the Vinewood Land sign, it was used to advertise a failed real estate project. After selling the land letters to the very first Quincy land in the 1950s, the sign was restored to how you see it today. Many people hike up the hills to get a glimpse of the sign up close and take in the incredible view of Los Santos from the hills, and to get a breath of relatively fresh air. Beyond the Vinewood Hills and out towards the countryside, the forests and hills of Red County are the best place to reconnect with Mother Earth. Many farms and ranches can be found in Red County, alongside small towns. Montgomery is one of the two essential hubs for manufacturing and distribution of some of the brands you know and love, including the Homo Sprunk. Blueberry is situated almost precisely in the middle of the state of San Andreas, and is the industry hub for Red County and the state as a whole. At its heart, this is a farming community. Just ignore the large Fleischberg beer factory that takes up half the town. Blueberry is also right next to Panopticon Hill, offering views of San Fierro, Flint County, Bone County, and much of the Red County countryside. Whatever your tastes, Montgomery and Blueberry are wonderful rustic stops on your journey through the countryside. Not recommended for tourist groups of less than 4. If death-defying sports are more your game, the Los Santos Forum is the home of the daring 8-track race that promises a minimum of 3 spectacular crashes per event. Racers compete to win $10,000 and the admiration of the bloodthirsty fans. Los Santos promises a good time at prices you'll believe, but that's not all. Los Santos is home to many art installations. If magnificent institutions like the Verona Beach Art Gallery aren't quite your style, you might enjoy places like Pershing Square, a spot many tourists and natives like to visit year-round. And it sits right across from Los Santos City Hall, where the laws of the land are made and repealed weeks later. In East Los Santos, Sculpture Park combines large architectural sculptures with beautiful mosaics. Only recently declared an historic landmark, Sculpture Park began construction in 1921 and lasted until 1954 at the hands of a single Italian immigrant with a history in construction and tile masonry. While we never bothered to learn his name, the artist is a prime example of how immigrants can be as bad as they look. If all you're after is a simple stroll in the park, Glen Park's natural beauty may be the backdrop you're looking for. Situated in the heart of gang territory, Glen Park's lively atmosphere will allow you to live in the moment. For those who look to the stars and dream of alien babes, the Los Santos Observatory is the perfect place to learn about the cosmos. Outside is a modest park surrounding the Astronomer's Monument, offering unforgettable views of Verona Beach, Verdant Bluffs, and the entire Los Santos skyline. It's the place to enjoy some peace after a long day of exploring the city. Outside the Los Santos County area stands the most iconic landmark across the state of San Andreas. Mount Chiliad is a monolith that watches over Whetstone County. At over 3,000 feet tall, Chiliad can be a challenge for even the seasoned hiker, but what lies beyond the clouds is a view of infinite sky. Mountain bike races are common around these parts, and they're open to anyone who thinks they can make it down in one piece. It's also a great spot for base jumping. Just be sure to bring your own parachute. At the foot of Mount Chiliad sits a small rural logging town by the name of Angel Pine. With a permanent population of over 1,500 people and boasting 4 distinct bloodlines, Angel Pine has recognized its duty to provide hiking gear and accommodation to those who seek to take on Mount Chiliad, and is now the center for outdoor sports and Bigfoot hunting for all of San Andreas. Whether you're here to visit iconic locations like the Cathay Theater or the alley Jock Cranley was arrested for soliciting several prostitutes, or the more down-to-earth locations like the bustling downtown area or the sprawling ghettos, Los Santos has your back and your wallet. What brings you to southern San Andreas? The nightlife,
The history.
Skin Sasquatch and save babies.
Visit Los Santos and the San Andreas countryside today. What will you come for? Unencumbered by any notion of caution, the state of San Andreas is partially situated on the geological fault line of the same name. The San Andreas Fault runs through the Golden State, and at its closest, the tectonic boundary is a mere 35 miles away from downtown Los Santos. Going diagonally through the unforgettable vistas of Red County, the fault line continues up through San Fierro Bay, underneath the world-famous Ganton Bridge, forming the San Fierro Harbor. Why would the good people of San Fierro choose to settle on this geological nightmare that has already done incredible damage? Why would San Fierrans risk life on the fault line that will one day tear the city asunder? Do they have a death wish? Why do they, every day, give God the finger while daring him to do his worst? It's the happy-go-lucky atmosphere of this ever-evolving metropolis, the unmatched diversity of its population, and of course the free love spirit. The average San Fierran prides themselves on their individuality, their acceptance of others, and their status as trendsetters of not only San Andreas, but America as a whole. Not even an earthquake can shake them. San Fierro is the foggy city of the future. The city and surrounding areas expanded rapidly during the Fool's Gold Rush of 1869, and has since developed into a melting pot of cultures and ideas. San Fierro is also known by another name, the City of Love. The District of Queens is a perfect example of San Fierro's live and let live attitude. The undisputed home of the city's LGBT community, Queens has evolved into the most welcoming corner of San Fierro. By day, you can browse local businesses ran by many of Queens' highly respected and highly gay residents. The Bean Flickin' Bookstore could be where you find your next favorite book. Or get yourself a trim at the barber's pole.
Me and my boyfriend love hair.
Love hair. Collected.
By night, experience the San Fierro nightlife right here in Queens, at nightclubs such as Gaydar Station. Come along and let loose, but not too loose. The spirit of progress, both cultural and technological, is upheld by the entire city of San Fierro. Downtown is home to many high-class restaurants, hotels, and businesses. And of course, the city's iconic buildings and structures. An easy way to get around town is a ride on the San Fierro tramline. It's a fun way to get up and around the city's steep hills without the fear of the dreaded titty sweat. The big pointy building at 69 Hasselhoff Street in central San Fierro stands at a whopping 850 feet tall, making it the tallest building in the city. It was voted San Andreas' pointiest building in 1969, immediately after it finished construction. And across the street is one of two Van Gogh hotels, the perfect place to stay for the real San Fierro experience. While the main hotel is situated here in downtown, Van Gogh in the Park can be found in Queens, and offers the same luxurious experience, including valet parking. And now, a special message from Zombotech. Zombotech Corporation invites you to tour its San Fierro headquarters. Get an up-close look at advanced medical trials, and if you have the stones for it, why not volunteer for some quick and painless viral research? Visit our headquarters in downtown San Fierro today. That's Zombotech. It's in your DNA. San Fierro isn't all go and no show, and the City Hall area is a perfect example. City Hall itself is historic in both its design and its actions. The square outside across the street is where many gather to observe this cubic sculpture. Nobody knows exactly what it's supposed to be, but most believe it represents the growth of man. San Fierro Museum is currently holding an extended exhibition on cop art through the end of 1993. The museum provides free admission on holidays and on the first Saturday of every month, so you've got no excuse. If the fresh ocean air is more your style, Pier 69 might be for you. The pier looks out over San Fierro Bay, making for a gorgeous view. It's good for a few pictures, and then you can move on. We'll understand. Culturally, there is no other neighborhood in San Fierro quite as unique as Chinatown. Many Chinese pioneers in the 1860s immigrated to San Fierro in large numbers to join the Fool's Gold Rush. It has since become the home to over 30,000 primarily Chinese residents, making it one of the largest Chinese enclaves outside of Asia. Being the oldest Chinatown in North America, it has retained its own culture, customs, languages, and identity. If you want to visit China without the headache of communism, Chinatown is the place to be. Nearby is the famous Windy Street, which is officially the world's windiest street, alongside being voted San Andreas' most idiotic street every year since 1922. Due to an increase in traffic on account of heavy tourism, a new rule has been put in place for tourists planning to drive along the street. If you can make it from top to bottom within 20 seconds, the city of San Fierro will cover the damages. We ran the numbers. We'll still be in the green.
Connecting the San Fierro Palisades and Juniper Hollow to Tierra Robada as part of the Las Venturas Expressway.
Gant Bridge is known the world over and has become one of the many symbols of San Fierro. The Gant Bridge Visitor Center and Museum is the perfect way for tourists to learn the significance of this great metal beast. One of the center's educational displays is an actual piece of cable used in the construction and suspension of Gant Bridge. Visitors can also learn other facts about Gant Bridge on handy signs such as this one, detailing technical aspects of the bridge like its length of 159.7 meters and height of 60.3 meters above sea level. Alongside the progressive, forward-thinking city lifestyle, San Fierrans also appreciate the simpler things like
the San Fierro Corbin Stadium, home of the San Fierro Packers.
Fudge.
The San Fierro 69ers.
Nice.
And the incredible, the astounding, the unbelievable
Blood Bowl.
4 glorious hours of car-crashing, blood-spilling, fully automatic insanity. Every night, every fucking night! More people have left this stadium in body bags than the Vietnam War! Cars, guns, and zero repercussions. It's the American way! The Corbin Stadium Blood Bowl. Buy a ticket now or I'll bang your wife!
or a quiet stroll through what has come to be known as San Fierro's own Ghost Lake, named by the locals for the water's ghostly ectoplasm-like hue. Despite this, it's surrounded by a beautiful park and miniature waterfall, the ideal spot to end your big day in San Fierro. Why do you love San Fierro?
I can feel comfortable about being who I am.
I can enter the Blood Bowl with no experience.
I got hit by the tram and settled for $2 million.
Visit San Fierro. What will you love? Far past the Bone County deserts lies a shining jewel of nightlife and debauchery. That jewel is Las Venturas. Like a mighty fungus, Las Venturas is constantly changing and growing. The land was originally founded in 1905, during the expansion of the Brown Streak Railroad. This desert utopia has undergone many changes throughout its short life. The resort city of Las Venturas as you know it today was the brainchild of one Los Santos mobster in the 1940s, who intended it to be America's playground. The Las Venturas Strip is world famous. No matter where you're from, you'll likely know at least 2.5 of the impeccable destinations here on the Strip. Over the next 1 minute and 9 seconds, we'll show them all. How many of Las Venturas' hotels and casinos do you recognize? The Strip encompasses the heart of Venturas, from Egypt to China to old tales of Britain. You're never too far away from a brand new experience. The Four Dragons Casino was recently opened by a legitimate businessman, Wu Zimu, who designed the building himself on a locally made notepad, and is co-owned by Wu Zimu, Ran Fa Li, and Los Santos businessman Carl Johnson. The casino is decorated with a variety of Chinese-inspired items and influences, and holds not only a casino, but also a restaurant. Spin the Wheel of Fortune and take a chance to win big. Hit the roulette table with Sally's College Fund, play some cards with the local triads, and top it off with drinks from our highly experienced mixologists. If giving money to the Chinese is a bridge too far, then you might want to remember these words. When in Rome, play and live like Caligula. Caligula's casino is the world's largest hotel and features a wide variety of gaming opportunities, including a 24-hour poker room right next to the 24-hour ATM. Like most of the fine establishments in Venturas, Caligula's was born from the mind womb of mobsters and is now shared between 3 families. The entire casino was built to resemble what it might be like to enter a palace in the Roman Empire, and how it might feel to live in such a time, including period-accurate marble and women. The goal of Caligula's is to let you live life like Caligula himself, and maybe even die like him too. Across the street from Caligula's is a prime example of Venturas' wackier side. Pirates in Men's Pants is a casino and hotel that has taken the pirate spirit to heart. Adorned with fiery skulls and a pirate village, it is also home to a full-sized pirate ship, docked in their mini lagoon. During the day, visitors can tour the pirate ship, and by night, they can see it in action at a live show. The old Venturas Strip was the original blueprint for Las Venturas, and it dates all the way back to 1905, making it as old as the city itself. The old Venturas Strip became the first paved road in Las Venturas in 1921, back when it went by the name Fremont Street, and its attraction and decadence thrive till this day under the watchful eyes of the Avery, Carrington, and Candy Suck signs that tower over the Strip. Both signs were erected in the early 1980s, and have now come to be known as Venturas Avery and Venturas Sucks. The old Venturas Casino stands at the entrance of the old Strip, and holds the honor of being the first casino ever built on this land. It was built by the very same Los Santos mobster that founded the city, bringing a piece of Vice City's famous ambiance onto the desert. By 1994, the city of Las Venturas hopes to begin construction on the old Venturas experience, which hopes to complete the area known by locals as the Glitter Gash. Alongside Venturas' buck wild casinos, live shows and other entertainment are available 24 hours a day, whether it's a Belvis impersonator or a Las Venturas Bandits game. Just remember, Venturis is more than just the slots. There are far more locations just as exciting as the Strip. Speaking of the Bandits, Las Venturas Bandits Stadium is San Andreas' largest ballpark and is known for many outstanding games in the Western States Baseball League. With games lined up for the upcoming season, there's no excuse to not come down and shout a few obscenities at the players. Blackfield Stadium, however, provides the state of San Andreas with even more daring motorsports that don't always defy the Reaper. Here, with a special message on their event schedule, I will now hand your attention over to Blackfield Stadium's event organizer, Buck Humble.
My name is Buck Humble, and I am the Blackfield Stadium event organizer. We have many events lined up for you, including the hair-raising dirt track races on Mondays and Wednesdays, and the incredible talents of prominent dirt bike riders in the event that used to be known as the Dirt Ring, but has now transformed, and will now be known as Kickstart, an event where riders must compete for the highest score by performing stupendous stunts right before your eyes. This year, Blackfield Stadium will celebrate its 10-year anniversary. Go Blackfield! We want to celebrate it with all of you and the events we hold so dear. So Blackfield Stadium is cutting ticket prices in half for the year of 1993. So come on down and watch young people risk their lives for $6,000 before tax. And you might be lucky enough to go home with a rider's helmet that still contains traces of brain matter. That's Blackfield Stadium. With all this excitement, it would be best for you to shit your pants in advance. Thank you for listening to our presentation. Goodbye.
That was a special message from Buck Humble and the Blackfield Stadium. Need a change of pace? In less than 1 hour, you can find yourself in the beauty of Bone County. It's easy to feel the presence of the Native Americans who once walked this land, that is, before we came to take what was ours. The breathtaking, majestic rock formations of El Castillo del Diablo are a mere 20 miles from the sins of the Strip, yet their natural beauty strikes a much different tone than the neon lights of the casinos. Just look at this wondrous valley. It's a monument to the unmatched creativity of Mother Earth. Founded next to El Castillo del Diablo, Las Brujas is an old settlement from the days of the Wild West that has been left for time to consume, and consume she has. Tour this rundown two-street settlement for a half an hour, and imagine how hard it must have been to live in a place like this without the amenities we're used to today. Small towns grace the outskirts of the big city, and further out into Bone County. One such town is Las Payasadas, population of just over 200 people and the home of the Big Pecker, also known as the world's largest cock. The Big Pecker belongs to Pecker's Feed and Seed, a site that has attracted tens of dozens of tourists every year. Listening over Bone County is the Big Ear, an humongous satellite installation that has caused children of locals to be born without ears due to the radiation. Some would call these residents foolish for living so close to this colossal microwave, and the state of San Andreas supports this message. At the base of the Big Ear, the small geyser known as Regular Tom is a common tourist attraction that's sure to make everyone wet. This is San Andreas' one and only geyser, so a healthy respect for nature is mandatory. In the middle of the desert, a mere 500 yards from the top-secret government facility Area 69, the Little Probin is a UFO-themed bar, with pictures of sightings and other conspiracy theory nonsense. It's the only place in America where rednecks and sci-fi nerds voluntarily stay in the same room together. And of course, Bone County's Sherman Dam powers the entire west coast of America, more or less. It was built in the 1930s and took over 15 years to finish, and now separates the Sherman Reservoir from the river running below. Without Sherman Dam, the state of San Andreas couldn't be as egregiously lit as it is today. With its power flowing through the veins of this great state, you will be able to see us from space. Why are you visiting Las Venturas in Bone County?
I'm gonna win the jackpot at Caligula's.
I'm just here to watch the baseball game, I'll tell you what.
I'm here to lay my mother to rest. Why will you visit Las Venturas? San Andreas has proven herself to be the shining light of America's west coast. From the golden shores and minorities of Los Santos, to the ultra-modern and open communities of San Fierro, and the glistening beacon of depravity and excess that is Las Venturas. There's definitely something for everyone. And with the stunning vistas of Red County, to Chiliad's incredible heights in Whetstone, and the deliciously captivating mesas of Bone County, San Andreas is the place to be. It's time to start thinking of your next vacation. It's time for you to
Discover San Andreas.